Real talk. Have you ever finished a week feeling like you spent all your time putting out fires? Here's the thing. Most people react to life, but the people who stay calm, focused, and in control, they do something different. They're proactive. So today's reading practice is all about that shift from reacting to leading. I've written a new passage for you called Be Proactive, Not Reactive. It's around 850 words, packed with practical ideas you can actually use. Here's how to make this session work for you. Find a quiet spot, take a breath, read at your own pace, don't stop for every unknown word. Just keep going. Your brain is smarter than you think. Ready? Let's read together. Be proactive, not reactive. How to take control of your life. Think back to the last time you felt completely overwhelmed. Maybe you had 3 deadlines, 2 unexpected problems, and one very tired version of yourself staring at the ceiling at midnight. In that moment, did you feel in control? Probably not. You were reacting, jumping from one fire to the next. Now, imagine a different approach. What if you could see problems coming before they arrived? What if you spent less time panicking and more time preparing? That's the difference between being reactive and being proactive. And that difference changes everything. So what does proactive actually mean? A proactive person doesn't wait for life to happen to them. They anticipate, plan, and act ahead of time. They take responsibility for their situation instead of blaming circumstances or other people. That sounds simple, doesn't it? But in reality, most of us fall into reactive habits without even realizing it. Let's look at a familiar example. Imagine 2 students, Anna and Ben. Both have a big exam in 2 weeks. Anna says, I'll study when I have time. She waits for motivation to strike. 3 days before the exam, she panics, crams all night, and ends up with a C. Ben, on the other hand, opens his calendar. He schedules 1 hour of study each evening. He reviews a little every day. When a friend invites him out, he still goes, but he adjusts his plan. Ben gets an A. Was he smarter? Not necessarily. He was simply proactive. Here's the key insight. Being proactive isn't about being busy. It's about being intentional. Reactive people respond to whatever is urgent. Proactive people focus on what's important, even when nothing is on fire. That's why they experience less stress. They've already done the work before the deadline turns into a crisis. So why do so many of us stay reactive? A few reasons. First, being reactive feels easier in the moment. It takes less mental energy to scroll through your phone than to plan your week. Second, our brains are wired to chase immediate rewards. Cleaning your room today doesn't feel as satisfying as watching a show right now. Third, some people grow up in environments where problems are always solved for them. They never learn to look ahead. But here's the good news. Proactivity is a skill, not a personality trait. Anyone can learn it, and the benefits are huge. Proactive people report higher confidence, better grades or job performance, and lower anxiety. According to research in organizational psychology, Proactive employees are more likely to get promoted and less likely to burn out. Strategy 1. Shift from blaming to owning. The next time something goes wrong, notice your first thought. Do you say, "My teacher gave too much homework," or "My boss didn't explain clearly"? Those things might be true, but they don't help you. Instead, ask yourself, what could I have done differently? And what can I do now? This small shift moves you from victim to owner of your own life. Strategy 2. Use the forward planning method. Take 10 minutes every Sunday evening to look at the week ahead. Write down 3 things that could go wrong and one simple solution for each. For example, if I feel too tired to study on Wednesday, I'll start with just 10 minutes. Psychologists call this an if-then plan. And studies show it doubles your chances of following through. Strategy 3. Stop waiting for motivation. This one is huge. Proactive people don't rely on feeling inspired. They rely on routines and small actions. Want to exercise more? Put your shoes by the door the night before. Want to read more? Keep a book on your pillow. Make the right action the easiest action. Motivation follows action, not the other way around. Strategy 4. Practice the 5-minute rule. If a task takes less than 5 minutes, do it immediately. Reply to that email. Wash that one dish. Send that text. This tiny habit stops small tasks from piling up into a mountain of reactive stress. You'll be amazed how much lighter your mind feels. Now let's address the voice that says, "But I'm just not a planner." That's fine. You don't need to become a rigid, schedule-obsessed person. Proactivity is flexible. It simply means thinking ahead more often than you currently do. Start with one area of your life: school, work, fitness, or friendships. Just one. Practice being proactive there for 2 weeks. Then notice how you feel. One more thing. Being proactive does not mean controlling everything. Life will always surprise you. You will still face unexpected problems. But when you build proactive habits, those surprises hurt less. You have a foundation. You have energy left over. You respond instead of react. So here's your challenge for this week. Pick one small area where you've been reactive. Maybe it's waking up late, forgetting to reply to messages, or waiting until the last minute to start an assignment. Choose one proactive action you can take tomorrow morning. Do it before noon. Then celebrate that small win. Being proactive isn't about being perfect. It's about being prepared. And every time you choose to act instead of wait, you tell yourself a new story. I am someone who takes control. I am someone who leads my own life. And that is a kind of power. And there you go. You just finished another full reading session. 850 words on taking control of your life. And you stayed with it from the first sentence to the last. That's not nothing. That's focus. That's discipline, and honestly, that's you being proactive about your own English. Remember what the passage said. Motivation follows action. You didn't wait until you felt like reading. You just started. And now you're a little sharper than you were 15 minutes ago. So here's your challenge. Pick one small thing this week where you've been reactive, just one, and try the 5-minute rule or an if-then plan. Then come back and tell me how it went in the comments. You're building more than language skills. You're building the habit of showing up for yourself. Keep going. One passage, one day. One small win at a time. I'll see you in the next session. You're doing amazing.